If you're hearing these words right at this very moment, please know that nothing in your life happens by chance. The celestial messengers have placed this message on your path because they want to share something essential with you, something that will touch the deepest parts of your soul and illuminate truths you might not have seen before. Today, a particular revelation awaits you, one that concerns how someone in your life truly sees you beyond the everyday appearances and casual words. That's why I'm inviting you to listen until the very last word, because every sentence reaching you carries divine intention, a light of love and kindness that only heaven's messengers can deliver with such purity. This person you're thinking of right now recently found themselves in a particular situation, a moment of celebration or gathering where alcohol flowed perhaps a bit too freely. In that state of vulnerability and abandon, something remarkable happened. The veils of caution fell away, the usual barriers crumbled, and this person let slip words about you. Words carrying a burning truth they'd kept buried deep in their heart for so long. The celestial messengers were present at that precise instant, observing every heartbeat, every tremor in their voice, every gleam in their eyes. They want you to know that what was said wasn't the fruit of chance or confusion, but rather the authentic expression of deep and sincere feelings. The messengers of heaven revealed to me that when this person spoke your name, something magical happened in the atmosphere. Their eyes lit up in a particular way, as if they'd just touched something sacred by evoking your presence. They spoke of you with contained passion, with perhaps awkward tenderness, but so genuine that everyone present could feel the intensity of that moment. It wasn't just a simple mention, not an ordinary conversation. It was an involuntary declaration, a confession drawn out by the sincerity of the moment, by that brutal honesty that alcohol can sometimes release in certain people. Picture the scene. Around a table, amid the noise of laughter and crossing conversations, this person began to describe how you are, how you act, how your simple presence transforms the atmosphere of a room. They described your qualities with words they never would have dared speak under normal circumstances, with an admiration they usually hide behind polite smiles or fleeting glances. The celestial messengers want you to understand that this moment of abandon wasn't weakness, but rather an open window into the truth of their soul. In that vulnerability, they revealed what their heart truly feels for you, without filter, without calculation, without fear of judgment. What's even more extraordinary is that heaven's messengers captured not only the spoken words, but also the emotions that accompanied them. They saw the smile that illuminated their face when speaking of you. They perceived the warmth in their voice. They felt the deep desire that colored every phrase. This person sees you as someone exceptional, someone who stands out from the ordinary, someone who deserves to be celebrated and admired. They spoke of your kindness, your strength, your inner or outer beauty, of those little things you do without thinking that touch them deeply. The angels show me that you must welcome this revelation with an open and grateful heart. Don't let doubt or embarrassment obscure the beauty of what happened. Yes, alcohol was present. Yes, the circumstances weren't ideal, but the truth of the heart never lies. When defenses fall, when masks break, that's when the light of authenticity can finally shine. This person expressed what they truly feel, and it's a precious gift that heaven offers you today through this revelation. In the coming days, you're going to begin noticing subtle but significant changes in your relationship with this person. The celestial messengers are already working to bring your energies closer together, to create opportunities for deeper connection. You might notice looks that linger a little longer, smiles that seem to carry a secret message, conversations that take a more intimate turn. All of this is part of the divine plan unfolding to allow you to fully experience the love and connection you deserve. To align your energy with this person's and with the celestial forces working in your favor, heaven's messengers ask you to practice a sacred declaration. 3 times a day, at moments when you can fully concentrate, speak these words with conviction and faith. I am a magnet for authentic and deep love. Feel every syllable resonate in your chest. Visualize this truth anchoring itself in every cell of your being. This simple but powerful practice will create a harmonious vibration between you and the person who spoke of you, facilitating an even more beautiful and natural connection. The celestial messengers insist on a crucial point. Don't let yourself be troubled by the circumstances of this revelation. Some might think that a confession made under the influence of alcohol lacks value or seriousness, but it's exactly the opposite. In our society, we wear so many masks. We build so many walls around our true feelings that truth rarely has the opportunity to express itself freely. This moment when this person was less inhibited allowed their heart to speak directly without the interference of ego or fear of rejection. It's a blessing in disguise, a moment of grace where the universe orchestrated the perfect conditions for you to finally know what lies behind appearances. Think for a moment about all the times you've encountered this person recently. Perhaps you've noticed certain things without paying attention, the way they always find an excuse to be near you, how they laugh a little louder at your jokes, how their gaze lingers on you when they think you're not looking. All these little signs were already there, testifying to the attraction and admiration they feel. What happened at that gathering was only verbal confirmation of what their behavior had been revealing for a long time. The messengers of heaven want you to recognize that you've always been loved and desired by this person, even if they hadn't yet found the courage to express it clearly. Now let me talk to you about something important concerning your own energy. You have an impact on others that you considerably underestimate. Your presence isn't trivial. Your way of being touches hearts in ways you don't suspect. This person has seen remarkable qualities in you, character traits that have deeply marked them. Perhaps it's your ability to truly listen to others, your way of smiling that lights up a room, your quiet strength in the face of difficulties, or simply that rare authenticity that makes you someone precious and unique. The angels want you to become aware of your own value, to understand that you fully deserve the admiration and love this person feels for you. In the weeks ahead, prepare yourself to experience moments of clarity and closeness. This person, now that they've let their feelings slip, will probably feel the need to clarify things with you, to give more conscious meaning to what was revealed. Don't be surprised if they seek opportunities to spend time alone with you, if they initiate more personal conversations, if they show themselves more attentive and present in your life. All of this is part of the natural process of transforming a secret attraction into something more open and acknowledged. The celestial messengers also show me that you must cultivate an attitude of receptivity and trust. Too often we block the blessings coming toward us through fear, through doubt, or through a feeling of not being worthy enough. Chase away these negative thoughts. Affirm yourself in your dignity of being loved. When you encounter this person, smile with warmth. Show yourself available for sincere exchanges. Create spaces where emotional intimacy can develop naturally. The angels are working in the background to facilitate this connection, but they need your conscious collaboration for their work to manifest fully in your reality. And now, I'd like to speak to you from the bottom of my heart, not just as a messenger of the angels, but as someone who understands how overwhelming and wonderful these moments of revelation can be. Have you ever wondered why certain souls cross our path at exactly the right moment? It's never coincidence. It's divine choreography, a dance orchestrated by forces that see far beyond what our human eyes can perceive. The messengers want to reveal more precise details about what was said about you during that memorable evening. They show me that this person didn't just mention your name in passing, but truly launched into a passionate description of who you are. They spoke of specific moments when you touched them, of situations where your kindness moved them, of times when your simple presence transformed their day. They shared how much they admire your way of approaching life, your courage facing challenges, your ability to remain yourself in a world that constantly pushes toward conformity. What's particularly touching is that this person also shared their own vulnerabilities while speaking of you. They admitted in front of other people that they often think of you, that your image crosses their mind at unexpected moments, that sometimes they catch themselves smiling alone while remembering a conversation or moment shared with you. This raw honesty, this ability to open up like this before witnesses, reveals a depth of feeling that goes well beyond simple superficial attraction. The angels confirm that you occupy a real and significant place in this person's heart. But there's even more. Heaven's messengers revealed to me that this person also expressed desires and dreams concerning your future relationship. They imagined out loud scenarios where you'd be closer, where you'd share more intimate moments, where your connection could flourish freely. These positive fantasies they shared aren't just unimportant ramblings, but intentions that, once expressed, begin to create their own reality in the energetic world. Words have creative power, and by verbalizing these desires, even in a state of intoxication, this person has begun to materialize these possibilities. The angels also want you to understand the emotional context in which these revelations took place. This person had been carrying these feelings for a long time, perhaps months, perhaps even years. The weight of this secret was becoming heavier and heavier to bear. Alcohol merely dissolved the last resistances, finally allowing this imprisoned truth to escape and breathe in the open air. It was like a liberation, an immense relief for their soul, tired of playing a role, of feigning indifference, of hiding what burned within them. Imagine now what this person has been feeling since that evening. The celestial messengers show me they're oscillating between relief and anxiety. On one hand, they feel lighter, having finally expressed what they felt, even involuntarily. On the other, they might be worrying about your reaction, about what you'll think of them, about how this revelation will or won't change your relationship. It's a delicate moment for them, a moment when they need positive signs from you more than ever, small gestures that show them you don't judge them, that you're open to exploring what could exist between you. The angels therefore encourage you to be particularly attentive and kind in your next interactions with this person. A warm smile, a sincere question about how they're doing, a light and appropriate physical contact, an invitation to share a moment together. All these gestures can have considerable impact right now. They'll send the message that you're receptive, that you value their presence, that you're ready to give something beautiful a chance to develop between you. It's also important to understand that this revelation isn't just a gift for you, but also for this person. By letting their feelings slip, they've opened a door to authenticity and vulnerability, two essential qualities for any deep and meaningful relationship. The messengers of heaven are now working to transform this potentially embarrassing moment into something sacred, into a starting point for a connection more genuine and beautiful than what you'd known until now. Think of all the relationships that remain superficial and unsatisfying because the people involved never dare reveal their true feelings. Think of all the missed opportunities, all the potential loves that never materialized simply because no one had the courage to take the first step. This person, even without consciously wanting to, has broken this cycle of silence and restraint. They've taken a considerable emotional risk, and the angels want you to honor this courage by responding with openness and kindness. In ancient spiritual traditions, it's said that alcohol was sometimes used in sacred rituals to facilitate communication with the divine, to lower the barriers of ego and allow deeper truths to emerge. Without encouraging excess, of course, we can recognize that there's sometimes involuntary wisdom in what modified states of consciousness reveal. This person, by speaking of you under the influence of alcohol, accessed a truth of their heart that they normally kept locked behind social conventions and fear of rejection. The celestial messengers now ask you to do a visualization exercise. Close your eyes if you can, or simply concentrate deeply. Imagine this person before you. See their face, their eyes, their smile. Now mentally send them a wave of golden light, an energy of love and acceptance. Tell them silently that you're happy they exist, that you appreciate their presence in your life, that you're open to discovering what could develop between you. This simple but powerful practice will create an energetic link that will facilitate your future interactions and open doors in the invisible world. The angels now want to talk to you about concrete signs you'll observe in the days and weeks to come. First, you'll notice that this person will more actively seek your company. They'll find pretexts to be where you are. They'll suggest activities together. They'll respond more quickly to your messages. These changes aren't simple coincidences, but direct manifestations of the energy that was released during this revelation. Second, you'll perceive a different quality in their looks. Eyes are the windows to the soul, as the saying goes. And now that their secret has been partially revealed, they'll have more difficulty hiding what they feel when they look at you. You might see a particular tenderness, a new intensity, a way of observing you as if they were discovering you for the first time. These looks are silent messages, non-verbal declarations of the attraction and affection they feel. Third, listen carefully to the tone of their voice when they address you. The celestial messengers show me there will be a particular softness, a warmth that perhaps wasn't as evident before. Their voice might become slightly softer, more caressing when they pronounce your name or speak to you. These vocal subtleties betray the deep emotions that inhabit them and that their heart can no longer completely conceal. Fourth, observe how they react when other people talk about you or when your name is mentioned in their presence. The angels reveal to me that they'll become particularly attentive, that they'll defend your reputation if necessary, that they'll take your side in discussions. This instinctive protection is a clear sign of deep affection and emotional investment. Someone who truly loves you cannot remain indifferent when it comes to you. Fifth, you might notice that they remember small details you mentioned in passing, things that might seem insignificant, but reveal that they truly listen to you, that they're sincerely interested in your life. This attention to detail is a powerful language of love, a way of showing you without words that you matter, that what concerns you matters deeply to them. The messengers of heaven also want to warn you against certain common emotional traps in this kind of situation. First, don't fall into self-sabotage by telling yourself you don't deserve this love or that it's too good to be true. These negative thoughts are only echoes of old wounds and ancient fears. They have no power over your present unless you give it to them. Choose instead to welcome this blessing with gratitude and confidence. Next, avoid over-intellectualizing or analyzing the situation. Love isn't a mathematical problem to solve, but an experience to live fully. Let your heart guide your actions rather than your mind, which will always seek reasons to doubt or worry. The angels encourage you to stay present, to savor every moment of this mutual discovery, to let yourself be carried by the natural current of affection that's developing. Also, don't rush things. Even if this revelation has accelerated the process of coming together, it's important to respect the natural rhythm of a relationship's development. Give this person the necessary space to fully acknowledge their feelings, to overcome the potential embarrassment linked to the circumstances of the revelation. The best love stories are built with patience, respect, and mutual attention. The celestial messengers also want you to reflect on your own feelings toward this person. Now that you know they admire and desire you, how does that make you feel? Are you surprised, or did you already have suspicions? Are you attracted to them as well, or do you see this revelation as a complication? It's essential to be honest with yourself about what you truly feel, because your emotional authenticity will determine the rest of this story. If you discover that you share similar feelings, then congratulations, because you find yourself at the threshold of a beautiful adventure. The angels orchestrated this revelation precisely because they knew your hearts were ready to meet, that the time had come for you both to recognize what already existed in seed form between you. Honor this sacred moment by being courageous, by daring to show yourself vulnerable in turn, by expressing what you feel with sincerity. If, on the other hand, you realize you don't feel the same way, the angels ask you to handle this situation with immense compassion. This person has taken a considerable emotional risk, even involuntarily, and deserves to be treated with gentleness and respect. An honest but kind conversation will be necessary to clarify the situation without unnecessarily hurting. Even if romantic love isn't possible, you can still honor the beauty of their feelings and preserve a sincere friendship. The messengers want you to understand that this revelation isn't just an isolated event, but potentially the beginning of a new chapter in your love life. Whether or not you end up developing a relationship with this specific person, the energy that has been set in motion will continue to attract experiences of love and authentic connection into your existence. You've crossed an invisible threshold, and the doors opening now will remain open as long as you maintain this attitude of receptivity and trust. Remember that every day is a new opportunity to cultivate love, first toward yourself, then toward others. Start your day by looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I am worthy of love. I'm capable of loving. I'm a channel for divine love. These simple affirmations, repeated with conviction, will progressively transform your inner reality and, by extension, your outer reality. The angels also want you to understand something essential about the nature of true love. Authentic love isn't just a passing emotion or superficial attraction. It's a soul-to-soul recognition, a deep resonance between two beings who recognize each other beyond appearances and social roles. What this person expressed about you, even in unusual circumstances, could well be the beginning of this type of recognition, a call from their soul to yours. As a sign of your commitment to this new path of love and consciousness, the celestial messengers ask you to write, I am worthy of true love, in the comments. These words carry a particular vibration of emotional prosperity and relational abundance. By writing them, you activate this energy in your own life and join the community of all those who, like you, have chosen to welcome true love into their existence. If you're still here listening to these words, it's because something in you recognizes the truth of this message. Your soul knows these words aren't just empty talk, but divine truths meant to guide you toward the happiness you deserve. To continue receiving these messages that can transform your life, to stay connected with this source of celestial guidance, I invite you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. This simple gesture is a declaration to the universe that you're ready to welcome more love, more light, more truth into your existence. And in the comments, I'd love for you to share what you're feeling right now. Share your story, your emotions, your questions. You're not alone in your quest for true love. And together, we create a sacred space where everyone can feel understood and supported. Your experiences can also inspire and help others going through similar situations. The angels bless you and accompany you at every moment of your journey. They celebrate with you this magnificent revelation that has been offered to you, and they await with joy to see how you'll dance with the possibilities now opening before you. May your heart remain open. May your spirit remain confident, and may your soul remain connected to the infinite source of love that animates the entire universe. You are loved, you are precious, and your love story, whatever form it takes, will be beautiful and meaningful. Walk with faith on this path, illuminated by celestial grace, knowing that each step brings you closer to the emotional fulfillment your heart has always desired. Heaven's messengers surround you with their protective light and guide you toward your greatest happiness.